Hey, Dr. Josh here with Patient Mastery, where we help awesome patient-centered chiropractors double profits, double practice with more time off, and love being in practice again. After 10 years of coaching and helping chiropractors grow, and we're going into a new year, I've never seen a chiropractor who didn't get excited about the prospect of more new patients or ways to attract, generate, get more new patients. And I'm going to share with you, after 10 years, what I've seen as the answer as to why you get currently, right now, the number of new patients that you can handle in your practice for your skill level. And I'm going to show you exactly what that means. First, I'm going to explain the Chiro new patient matrix, because there are chiros that gets lots of new patients a month, and lots is relative, but let's just say you get as many as you want every month, and there's chiropractors that don't get anywhere near as many as they want each month. I remember what it was like early on in practice. I had a little note card that I'd carry in my pocket, like an affirmation note card, and I'd read how many new patients I wanted every month, and I'd do a walk outside around the block. It was in New York City. If it was warm enough, sometimes I'd go into Central Park, and I'd just be thinking on, okay, this number of new patients a week, like this is the goal, this is the intention. I remember that. Some docs do lots of marketing. There are infinite types of chiropractic marketing: paid, unpaid, energy, outsourced, talks. There's a whole list. We're not going to get into it, but this just encompasses anything. And then there's a lot of docs who do little, even to no, new patient marketing. And I'm not saying that's right either, but these are the four quadrants. And guess what? There's docs who do lots of marketing and get lots of patients. That's the first one. There's docs who do little to no marketing and get lots of patients. You may not believe it, but it's true. Again, 10 years, working with hundreds of chiropractors. I'm going to explain what this category is. There's docs that don't get enough new patients and do little new patient marketing. That's a third category. And there's docs who do lots of marketing and get little new patient, which of course is not the category you want to be in. You want to be in one of these two, and you want to be doing marketing only that you enjoy and love doing if you have to spend any time, and of course has quality ROI. So let's just say you love doing it. If it takes your time or energy, and money-wise, it's an obvious ROI, because you don't want to be spending a lot of money on a lot of new patients who are tire kickers, who come in for one visit, two visits when they need more, and abandon, like that's practice sabotage. So we want to be here. Most docs are here, and you're probably not watching this if you're here because you're not even looking to grow, or you don't know how to, like, you're in a different category. But we want to get you over to here with, of course, eliminating the marketing that you're just wasting money on or throwing it away. So when it comes to the understanding, you get the number of new patients you can handle. Here's what I mean. Because a lot of docs just jump from marketing company to marketing company every 3 months, and everyone, maybe the first month's good or not, but they say just wait 3 months, and oftentimes it trickles down. It's not worth it, and you get frustrated. You get frustrated at them, you get frustrated at yourself, and that's not a way to be a practice owner. So when I say you get the number of new patients you can handle, that's a multifaceted understanding, and I'm going to go through it right now. Let's just talk about capacity. Let's say you're currently averaging 12 new patients a month, but you really want 25. Well, capacity is the first of multiple things to consider. We're talking about your schedule. Do you have enough time in your weekly schedule to actually see the number of patients you want to see? So that could be like literally slots, the efficiency, like the flow. But most docs, you don't have the actual number. So if you want 25 a week, 25 a month, let's say that's 6 a week, you need to have a lot more than 6 new patient slots, because it's rare they're going to be 100% filled up every week for your life. So you got to have at least 50% more slots than what you want on average filled. So you want 6, have 10 slots a week. Now, I'm not saying this is what you have to have. I'm giving an example for this number. But the flow, let's say even if you were to get 6 a week or 10 a week, is it a nightmare for yourself, your CA, the patient? This is just as important. We're going to touch on this later. So the first thing, just in capacity, you say you want a certain number of new patients. Can you even handle it logistically, physically, experience, energy, timing? Next one, ease. And this is ease for the patient. So how do new patients schedule? They either do it through your CA on the phone, and most chiros who aren't training their CAs or getting proper training themselves cringe when you hear the new patient phone call, especially if you're mainly cash, someone's calling in asking if you take insurance, and it's a nightmare unless you have a rockstar CA who follows the right flow of words and knows how to connect and has some EQ. This is a nightmare. This is stopping your new patients. The second is online scheduling. Should you have online scheduling? Absolutely, should have had it 5 years ago. But even with the online scheduling, does a new patient have to create an account, get an email password to book a new patient appointment? I see online scheduling in this profession that is more difficult to schedule a new patient appointment and more confusing and convoluted than applying for a mortgage. Seriously, do they have to create an account? Are there 17 options for how to book an appointment because you've got all of your normal patient appointments available and they don't even know what's what? Have one option: new patient consult and exam. That's it. They don't have to create an account and they can book it right there. They don't have to email you and wait for an answer back. No one wants to do that on Sunday to be able to get in on Monday. How easy is it? Guarantee you clean this up, you can start getting more new patients. The next, clinical. When we talked about docs who get a lot of new patients and do very little marketing, they often fall in to having a lot more certainty clinically. Now, this doesn't mean just because you're amazing clinically, you're going to get tons of new patients. Not at all, but it helps. Because the more you're focused on, I can just help people get better, the more life wants to send you people to get better. But there's certainty and there's doubt. You know which you fall into, which category. If you have doubt in your clinical ability to get people where they want to go, why would life send you more new patients to have that experience? Next, financial deserving belief. Main criteria in chiropractic that determines your income is number of new patients plus fee rate plus conversion, retention. Those three. When you have solid scores in all of those three, you'll make as much money as you want in chiropractic. Do the number of new patients you want, combined with how much you charge, your conversion, all of that. That is going to equal a certain amount, and of course there's going to be other amounts coming in the practice from reactivations and care continuation and all of that. But does this equal what you're ready to have go into your bank account? For most docs, doesn't. Most docs, you may be stuck at $30,000 a month and you want $1 million practice, and you cannot even believe or understand what it would look like if $84,000 came into your bank account in a month, your business bank account. If you can't see it, believe it, own it, feel great about it, know exactly where every one of those dollars would go, it's not happening. The patient experience. Because the patient experience ties into how much they're willing to pay. It ties into how your flow is. Obviously the ease just to schedule. So the ease here is just to schedule, not your first visit. Obviously experience, the more certainty you have, they're gonna feel better about giving you a credit card, and everything comes back always deserving belief. But this patient experience of that first to second visit, your communication, your language, your energy, your tone, that's what we say in patient mastery, your CA's quality, every single aspect, that new patient consult, your exam, going over their recommendations. Would you want your mom to experience that? Your mom's in pain. Would you want her to experience what you give on a day 1 and day 2? Or if you do it all on day 1, or if you do the horse and pony show over 3 or 4 days, which is so unnecessary in this day and age. But if your patient experience isn't stellar, think again. Why would life send you more people in pain and stress to experience a subpar new patient experience? This is super easy. This is super easy. This is moderate, increasing your skills. This is moderate, and this is easy to moderate. Make these 2 changes. You can make these changes by the end of the week. Make sure you got your online schedule, and that's, hook up your website to your VHR CRM. If you want personal help learning the patient mastery proven process, hands down, the most professional, efficient and successful new patient experience in Chiro that will never go out of date because it doesn't have to do with what insurance reimburses or how Facebook ads are going or who's in the White House, any of that. It will never waver because this is human connection, and that's not changing. AI is not going to outsource it. When you're ready to step up to the plate to become the go-to doc with the most new patients ever, giving you the best income, that is what we are here for, to help great patient-centered, growth-focused chiropractors achieve and experience. So if you want help, go to patientmastery.com, getting a bunch more new patients, getting paid what you're worth, having them sing your praises online, and not having to slave over marketing you don't want to do or doesn't bring in good ROI. Patientmastery.com, and we are here for you.